What's going on, guys? It's Thursday and I'm here to help you win another Forza Horizon 5 trial event. This week we have Running Down a Storm. It is a road racing event for modern supercars tuned to A-Spec. And I think the general consensus best car to use is probably going to be the 2015 BMW i8 because it allows you to upgrade the most to it, most different things you can throw at it and make it better. There are a couple different cars you can choose. You can convert them to all-wheel drive, throw a wing on it, maybe some heavier wheels, and get it under the threshold to make it an A car. But with the i8, you have the most, I guess, tuning points to mess with to make it competitive. The setup I made for it, I'll show it on screen right now. It is called 800 Road Racing. This thing is definitely a grip machine. I think it definitely is going to be a benefit on the wet conditions because in all three of these races, you're driving in a tropical storm, so it's very slippery. If this was a regular dry race, like if there was no rain or anything on the ground, I probably would have made it a little different, but since it's very wet and slippery, I decided to make it pretty much a maximum grip tune. I threw some semi-slick racing tires on it, put the rear wing on the back, messed with the differential a little bit, try to get maximum grip. I think it's definitely the best route to go for this particular event with the rain and all that. I definitely think you're going to want to go more towards a grip-based tune other than a speed-based tune. I had to redo this a couple times. The first time, my team won. We won the first two races, did not have to do race 3, and then the second attempt, we lost the first two, which is the one I'm actually going to show. We didn't even get to race 3 on either of my attempts. I'm just going to show you one of the two attempts I made at the game. You shouldn't have any issues at all winning with this tune. It's as long as you don't get driven into the wall by teammates, you're going to be fine. This thing handles extremely well. It's very good for the technical like circuit courses, which is what you're going to experience. If you get to race 3 for some reason, it might be a little more challenging because there are a lot more high-speed sections, but you can still gain back all your track position and the more technical aspects of that race. There's a lot of tight turns and stuff, but this thing definitely shines that. A lot of people are going to show up with tunes that either don't have a spoiler on them or have the stock tires on them. They're just going to be sliding all over the place, slamming into walls and whatever. They're going to look foolish doing that. You're definitely, I think for this event, you're going to want something grippy. Definitely my preference at least. If you win this event, you get a Lamborghini Murcielago SV, which is a solid car. That's two decent prize cars in a row to start off the Horizon 5 trial events, which is nice. Hope they keep them like that, keep them coming. Again, this is a fairly easy event, provided you have the right tune and you have the right mindset, not just going to drive, slam off walls, slam into teammates and stuff. If you're a little more conservative, a little more patient, nail your corners, nail your braking points, you're going to be absolutely fine if you use a tune like this. It's just, I definitely recommend this tune. I think it's a way to go with the grippy aspect of it. It's a lot different than last week. Last week a lot of people didn't like my Ford Bronco tune. They thought it didn't handle good enough, but it worked for me. You just kind of needed to finesse it a little more. It couldn't really be too hard on it or would kind of get out of control, which I understand, but it worked for me. But again, the point of this video is mostly it's kind of what worked for me, not necessarily what's going to work for you. I'm just telling you what works for me, what gave me success to win these events. Let me know down in the comments what kind of tune you decide to go with, or even if you decided to use a different car than the i8. I'd be also curious to know how that worked for you. Let me know how your teammates were, if you got the events done, if you managed to go all 3 races. I'd love to know that as well. Yeah, until then, I'll see you guys next week for a winter event. Also, I may have a Horizon 4 trial video up tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how long I'm going to continue using that. My last week's video didn't do that well, view-wise and all that. So it might be my last Horizon 4 trial video if I do make it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week.